Hi, and we're back. 29th of December. It is a Monday today, and we're back making these videos. I have missed the last week, and I do apologize for that as I was away on a family trip. And it was just too difficult to record content when your date and schedule is pretty much set, and having kids around is pretty tough as well to record the content. So girls, you'll understand one day. But we had fun for sure. So in today's video, I want to go on and talk about following the previous video on singles, and talk about today why grading matters and why that's important. So I'm going to be talking about that for the next 5 minutes or so, okay? So let's get started. The first point of the grading topic is the authenticity of the card. So whether you buy a card and you want to be able to hand it over one day to someone, or be able to sell it, or whatever it may be, people need to know that the card is authentic and it's not a fake. So having a third party person grade it and verify that it's authentic is one of the reasons. The second reason why people grade their cards is essentially to protect it. So if they value it, and again they want to be able to sell it or hand it over to someone in the future, protecting the card is really important. So having it sealed in a way, or protected, is really important. The third reason why grading matters is it establishes market trust. So once again, that market trust is important with the card. If you need to ever sell it or hand it down, people will know that this card has been graded and it's been verified, and people will trust it. People will know that it is a legitimate grade. The fourth reason is it's easy to sell. So usually with singles it's quite liquid, but having a PSA 10 particularly, if it does grade a PSA 10, it's it becomes more liquid. So it's very easy to move, very easy to sell. So let's go into what to grade next. So now we know why grading matters. Let's go into what to grade next. So in my opinion, you can grade anything you want. So it doesn't really matter what kind of cards you want to end up grading. You grade what you love. But ideally, if you want to optimize in terms of value, you want to grade these following cards. You want to grade one, vintage cards. So vintage cards tend to appreciate and hold a lot more value, particularly vintage cards that are the most popular. You want to look at promo cards as well, specific promo cards. Again, not all of them, not all vintage, not all promo, but specific ones. And then also your chase cards as well from main sets. You want to be able to grade those cards, okay? So look for the main chase cards that are in that set, and those ones you want to grade, okay? So this is from a conservative approach. All right, so let's talk about the risks now of grading, and essentially it's the grading fee. So in Australia, going through a third-party authenticator through PSA currently costs $37.50 Australian dollars. So you need to weigh up whether the card price and the grading fee is going to work out well. And also, the second risk is a time delay. During COVID and the peak pandemic, it took nearly over, let's say about 18 months or so for the card to get back, if not longer. And now cards are only taking 2 to 3 months to come back. But this time delay can really shift the market price of the card if you are looking to move it on to sell. But if you have a long-term horizon and you want to keep this card, then it doesn't really matter. But this grading fee will tend to increase and keep going up, but you need to reassess this grading fee. Is it worth it with the card and single that you have? And also when the time delay comes back and the card potentially has a PSA 8 or 9, or if it doesn't grade 10, how does that sit with you? So you need to think and consider about that in terms of its price. If you just want it for those reasons, authenticity earlier, protection, market trust, and then be easier to sell down the future, then it doesn't matter, okay? Anyways, let me get into the last point now before I wrap it up. The last risk here is third-party company fails. So we have a lot of competitive grading companies at the moment, and so unless you're going with the big dogs, there's a good chance that the grading card company that you go with might not hold in terms of its market share. So people will grade less and less with them, and as a result, the company fails. If that company fails, then you might have to look into regrading the card down the future. Okay. Anyways, that is my topic today on why grading matters. Okay, so that's really important, something to consider and think about, something to look back into this video and see how this video all turns out. So I'll catch you in the next one.